Okay, so we're in the back end of WordPress. Now, to create the blog, you have to come over to the post section and you can add a new post. Okay, so obviously your post will be called whatever it is. Pretty sure it was how to get glowing skin at home. And remember to add what I suggested, which is 10 steps, for example, on, and then the key phrase, which is how to get glowing skin at home. Okay, so then what we can do is you can write an intro. You double click on that, and here that says that it's a paragraph or a heading or a title. Now this one here is called a H1, so that's a heading 1, so it's the most important heading. So the hierarchy goes, that will be heading 2. So this will be basically your intro title. Okay. Now, this is where you write your first intro blurb. So blurb here, and just have, say, three paragraphs, I'd say. Just a brief intro on what you're going to do. So blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, this is where we start to say this is 1, and then you say, what was it, like cleanse, for example. Cleanse your face. So try and get those keywords into there, like face, skin, all those things. I think it will come naturally. But another thing is, like, you can, just before you go into the steps, you can say, like, for example, without further ado, is that how you spell it? Nope. Ado. Here are, and then you say, basically copy the title, and then, so then it's getting the key phrases and the name of the title into the post once again, and that's when you start these. So cleanse your face is number 1. See how it pushes off like a bit of a tab there. What you can do here is you can turn this into a heading 3. Okay, so cleanse your face, that will automatically do 2, but you don't want that, so you can clean that away. Or if you don't like it, I actually suggest to do 1.0 again. So you just move it back. I like it to be on the line of the blog post. I don't like it to be inset. So cleanse your face will be number 1, and you just do it manually. And then you start to write about cleansing your face. And then number 2, I can't remember what you did, but wash it off, for example. Okay, I think you're getting the flow up here. That's heading 3. I wrote wipe it off. Okay, then your blurb. And then what I suggest is that people can see what you've written, and they can also see a video in the next section. So if it's like this and you're writing blah, 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 it'll automatically start to do that because it's a post. Okay. Now, what I like to do is you just make like a little title, and you just say, once again, you can say this. So you copy this one, and you say, watch the video on, paste. Okay. Right, video. I'm struggling today. That one. Yep. And then you say heading 4. So it's like a smaller heading. Okay. Now, this is what we're talking about in terms of getting your link and linking. Okay. So just for example, the video will go in this section here, okay? All right, so let's go over to YouTube. And there she is, star of the show, okay? Now, see this button here on your post? Click that, and you get all these options, all right? You can share them on these, which is what YouTube wants you to do, but we want people to come through to your website. So click embed. It gives you this code here, and I'd rather do the code than just pasting a link in, because you can change the width and height to the relevance of your page. So all you need to do here is, you don't need to touch that. The code's there, and if you press copy down here, see how it highlights it, and it's copied it to your, what do they call it? Anyway, copied it to your computer's memory. So you go back to your post, okay? Now, because that's highlighted there, this is, I guess, the most technical part that you're going to run into. You click text, and see how it's still flashing there, so you find the flash. Okay, so this NFPB, SP, that just means a non-breakable space, right? So I'd suggest going just below that, so that will create a space between that writing that we've written, which is a heading 4, and this space, all right? So if you Control V or paste it in, it shows this is the code from YouTube to show the video. Now come back up here to visual, and you just flick that on, and you'll notice there is the video. Now if you think that's too far away, which I actually think it is, I generally like to space the videos, but because this is relevant to the video below, we might just go back a few steps and or actually I think you can do it in visual. You can. Yeah. So now it's actually connected. I did that accidentally, but you can just do what you normally do and, you know, remove that space. So you can click on there and just backspace and get it in. Okay, so there it is there, and below it is the video. Okay. Hopefully you're still following. Now you wanted to know how to link to other pages. Okay, so if you're talking about here in Cleanse Your Face and you say, you know, first you put on the cosmetics, what's it called? Cosmetics. Look, I'm so sorry, I can't think of something right now, but highlight it, okay? You highlight the keyword, and then if you come up here, insert or edit the link, right? So you click that, and down here it's telling you to paste the URL. So if you know the URL, you just paste it in there. If not, you just type in cosmetics. And what you'll find is, because we've written cosmetics on every product, all of the products come up in the list here. And see how it says product here? This is a face mask, so I'm presuming it's not. So yeah, whatever it is, you can find. I can't remember what you wrote, what you said. It could be the foaming cleanser, but just say it's this clarifying foaming cleanser, right? You can go bang, and then it's in there, and then you just need to definitely press apply. Okay, now it's showing that that's where that word links to, cosmetics. I'd obviously rather you say it's the foaming cleanser, so if it's cosmetics foaming cleanser, that would be a lot better. So you highlight the whole word, yeah. Okay, now I'm deleting that out of the way, but we'll start again. So it's cosmetics, because we know it's cosmetics, and it's a foaming. Yeah, that's all you need to write, and it should populate anything that's got to do with that product. And that's obviously the product. Hit that product and apply it. that is now a hyperlink. To continue typing after this, but I would suggest that you add your links in after you've written your blog or all of the content. And you might even find things that like skincare products, and then you can tag that page. If you can't find the page, you can actually go onto the website, go onto the page, copy the URL, for example, if that is skincare products, you copy that, and then you paste it into, like what I've just showed you here, into the cosmetics, for example, or the skincare products tag. Explaining things isn't my strong suit, so I apologize. So now we've got these things, you've learned how to link. Now, when you go to your video, and whenever you create a video in the past, it's important to get a link back from YouTube, okay? So we've got the title, we've got this in the permalink. So a permalink is basically what shows you in Google. Now, what I'd like to just say, you don't have to do it, but I strongly suggest it, is that before you hit publish over here to just get the link, you can actually edit your link, which is really, really powerful in terms of SEO, okay? So 10 steps on how to get glowing skin, right? That's the title, but all Google wants to see is a shorter URL. They don't want to see this huge URL that's kind of quite confusing with 10 and steps and everything like that. So I like to get rid of those things and make it the base subject, which is from the original part, how to get glowing skin at home. Okay? Then you hit OK, and it should populate a new URL. Should. Okay, don't know why it's not, but anyway. Okay, so that is that. There it is. That's the link. But before that becomes live and usable, you need to publish it. The other thing is that on your YouTube video, you can edit this in your studio, and I would actually suggest 10 tips on how to get glowing skin at home, for example. Just the correlation, and the more that everything's relevant, the better SEO-wise. Okay, so now we hit publish, bang. Okay, now it's publishing, you can see. Okay, there we go. So now this link, you should be able to copy this link, right, and add it to this video in your YouTube studio, like I spoke to you on the phone, and you link people back to this blog, link people back to the products that you've used. That way people that come and find you organically through indulgences, the more they will come through to your website and buy things, which is the goal. I'm not going to say that that's going to happen, but if you stay consistent, it will definitely happen over time. So you've just got to keep being consistent, keep on posting. Okay, here we go. So the last thing on the side here, all right, is we've added the video, we've added everything like this. It's in uncategorized. Obviously, it's not uncategorized, and I set up a new beauty tutorials category. All right, don't worry about all these other ones. I'm pretty sure they came with the setup. So all you need to do is pretend that this beauty tutorials is your overall blog. All right. Okay. So you tag that just exactly like you would anything else, and then we update. So I should have done that in the original one, in the original update, but let's just do it now. It's updating. Okay. So this is the category beauty tutorials, right? So because we've added it as a category, when we refresh this page now, sorry, no posts, it should populate, and I haven't seen the styling of this page yet, so bear with me. I can style it up better if it doesn't look great. So let's refresh this beauty tutorials. And because we've categorized it in beauty tutorials, there we go. 10 steps on how to get glowing skin at home, and then blah, 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 blah. So that'll be just a small excerpt. And then I guess I'll need to add the social sharing stuff. So these are quite effective if someone comes onto your site and is actually a good blogger. A good blogger could come on and find you through Google and actually share it on their post, and then it goes viral. And it does happen. So I will change these. Obviously, your Facebook, and I don't think LinkedIn. It's called Instagram. So if you hit that, then I can share that through my Facebook. See how it pops up. I'm not going to do it now because it says that. Okay, so now we're there. Okay, you understand that that's the new link. So let's have a look at this page. All right. So the way I like to do it is it shows you that this is going to be the link. I like to right click. I think you've got a Mac, so it could be double tap with your fingers. Open the link in a new tab. Okay, so it'll open here. And then you can work whilst editing. So you can probably see something on this page, Indulgences Beauty Therapy. So that's obviously the site title. And then 10 steps on how to get glowing skin at home. Intro title. So this is where you'll say, actually, you probably shouldn't do an intro title because it looks like this theme. So intro title, I would actually just get rid of that and just do a bit of an intro. So just structure it like this because I didn't know that the theme shows the overall title here. So this will get removed now that I've removed that. 10 steps on how to get glowing skin at home. These are the lists. There's the video. Okay, so see how the video is gigantic. I need to go through and style up the posts page to show your products on the side here. And then that'll compress it into like here, I'd say. The video will be like half of that size. I'm sure that doesn't make sense to you. The other option is you can go into the code and change the dimensions of the video, but I won't show that. What I will do is after this video, I'll style up the post so that in the future, every single sidebar here will have, the products, your most popular products and the categories. Okay, so that's that. It's published. Recommend putting the link on YouTube. Everything's all good. And if I need to show you one more thing, actually. So I noticed that you created this on Canva Animations, and it's fantastic. So I think you've done a really good job there. If you wanted to just have this actual image as a static image for the blog post, which I strongly suggest, right down the bottom on the right here, it's got featured image. Okay. Now, this is your featured image, for example, is that, which I'd say you can get on Canva, but just for the video's sake, I'll just show you how to add the video. I'm just going to take a screenshot, a really rough one. Okay. Let's do it quickly. Screenshot 22. Cool. So, set featured image. I'm going to go to my screenshots, and it's 22 down the bottom here. I'm just going to add it to the library. So basically, add the one from Canva that you've created as a static image. You obviously can't put animations in to the featured image. Okay, and to help me a lot, you can paste in the title. So what was it? 10 steps on how to get glowing skin at home. So that's that's going to help me in the alt text area. So alt text just shows Google that that's what this picture is about, that's what this blog is about. It's really good for SEO. So now that that's in there as a featured image, it'll obviously pop up. And then we can hit update again. So we've obviously removed that, and I think it will look a lot nicer now. Once you start to get the flow of, editing these type of things, it just becomes super simple. So now that that's published, the blue thing stopped. Right click, open in a new tab, and let's have a look at it. So Indulgences Beauty Therapy, there's the home image that it created, because it's a bit blurry because I obviously took that screenshot of a video. Beauty tutorials, it's saying it's by me, probably because I'm logged in and I'm writing it, but I'd say that if you wrote it, it would be probably by Michelle at Indulgences. We'll have to wait and see on that one, but that would be your admin. We can remove that as well if you don't want it to say that, but I suggest that it's best to give it a bit more authenticity that you do. Now, there's the title, obviously, really nice and clean now. So you've got Indulgence Beauty Therapy. There it is. I can possibly remove this as well because I just don't think that that's essential. So I'll have to style that up myself just to let you know, and then hopefully it could probably start here. So this will be the first thing people see when they come through the blog. Then it will reiterate what you're writing about. Then you have your intro blurb. And then, like sometimes cleaning your skin is blah, 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 blah. We like to do this. Here are the 10 steps on how to get glowing skin at home. Then you write what you need. Put the video in this section. This will be cut off, like I said, when I style it up. And then add some more things like 3, 4, 5, 6. If there's any other images or product images from other sites that you wanted to use, or just nice ones from pexels.com, you can do that. And I've obviously showed you how to compress the images so the page and the website stays nice and lightweight. I hope this all makes sense to you, Michelle. Good luck.